On the heels of Britney Spears being arrested for DUI, we have this major development coming out of WWE WrestleMania. And listen, I just hope that Britney Spears can get the help she can get. We know she's going through a turbulent, rough, tough time. And her getting arrested for DUI leads us into this next major story about Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and WrestleMania 42. Remember to like, hype, subscribe, click the bell, turn on notifications. Remember to donate, guys. So important that everybody donates below with a super thanks donation or becoming a channel member to help literally save and secure the fate, the future of this very website, because it is very turbulent times right here on this very show. The script for Roman Reigns and CM Punk and WrestleMania, you can throw it in the trash, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, you can throw it in the damn trash. You thought CM Punk crossing the line and bringing up Roman Reigns' late father on Raw on Netflix on Monday night was the peak of this rivalry? You ain't seen anything yet, ladies and gentlemen. Reports are leaking this morning. Rumors from the absolute deepest parts of the WWE creative team that the original tribal chief has demanded a retaliation angle so controversial that the TKO board of directors is actually stepping in to review it for liability. We are talking about Roman Reigns going completely off the reservation. We are talking about a pitched angle where Roman Reigns actually targets, corners, and kidnaps or abducts AJ Lee to completely break CM Punk's mind before WrestleMania 42. But why? Well, we all know why. Because CM Punk went way over the edge and over the line with his line about Roman Reigns' dead father on Raw. If you thought the no-fly zone was ignored by Punk on Raw, wait until you hear what Triple H is being pressured to approve for the Netflix era of Monday Night Raw. I'm SeanzViewent Entertainment, and the real WrestleMania main event drama is happening backstage right now. We are live. What is going on, guys? It is SeanzView breaking the massive rumor mill update right as you're hitting your lunch break. The timeline is absolutely melting down this morning over the fallout from Monday Night Raw. CM Punk took a microphone. He laid down a pipe bomb, went completely off script, and got deeply, deeply personal. But then in 2026, in the WWE, actions have massive, terrifying consequences, as CM Punk is about to learn and as CM Punk is about to find out, because Roman Reigns also has an edge to him himself. Before we dive into the leaked creative pitch regarding AJ Lee's and the Bloodline's ultimate revenge, okay, do me a huge favor. We are pushing hard for 10K view milestone today. Hit that subscribe button, click the bell, and make sure it is set to all notifications turned on. The YouTube algorithm is constantly fighting with us with these breaking updates, but the SeanzView Army always wins. Drop a W in the comment section if you've already subbed, and let's get into these files. So let's set the stage, viewers, fans, and subscribers. Let's set the tone for this here very video. Let's look at exactly what is floating around the rumor mill this morning. After CM Punk's promo on Raw, the one that had Triple H visibly furious and TKO management sweating, Roman Reigns reportedly walked into the gorilla position and delivered a very clear message. The rumor is Roman looked management in the eye and said, if he gets to make it personal, I get to make it even more personal. This is about a vendetta. And the pitch on the table, it is a throwback to the absolute darkest, most visceral days of the Attitude Era, but modernized for the new Netflix audience. The rumor is that Roman Reigns is pushing for a segment where he completely bypasses CM Punk. He doesn't want to attack Punk in the ring. He doesn't want to attack Seth Rollins. He doesn't want to take down CM Punk in a way on the microphone. He wants to target the one thing that CM Punk values even more than the World Heavyweight Championship. He wants AJ Lee, who, as we all know, is the reigning defending Intercontinental Champion. Now just visualize this, guys. Just think this in. Just take this in for one moment. Imagine the visuals that they are going to be pitching for Raw. The show goes off the air. CM Punk is in the ring. He's confident. He's arrogant. He thinks he has the mental edge. Suddenly, on the big Titantron, it flickers and it cuts to the arena parking lot. It's grainy security footage. It's Roman Reigns. And he isn't alone, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, no, not by a long shot. He has AJ Lee cornered against a concrete wall. He forces her into the back of a black SUV. The heavy doors slam shut. The tires screech. And the feed just cuts to black as we are left wondering what is going to happen next. You want to talk about a cliffhanger. You want to talk about keeping you on the edges of your seat. A literal kidnap, a literal abduction angle on live television on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. The script completely out the window. Now ask yourself, why is this pitched angle causing a nuclear meltdown backstage right now? Because TKO is a publicly traded mainstream corporate machine. You cannot just write a kidnapping angle in 2026 without the legal and PR departments having a complete and utter panic attack. Sources are indicating that the game Triple H is caught directly in the middle of a war zone right here and right now. And we all know with WrestleMania being rewritten, matches being replaced, superstars being erased. On one hand, the head of creative knows that a Roman Reigns and AJ Lee abduction angle would generate the highest Netflix viewership of the entire year. Yes, the highest Netflix viewership. It would gather interest. It would gain momentum. It would shatter social media records across X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, TikTok and Instagram. It would be the most talked about segment in a decade. But, ladies and gentlemen, on the other hand, the TKO sponsors have a very strict conduct and content clause. Is a kidnapping angle a step too far for the modern era? Roman's camp is reportedly arguing that if CM Punk can bring up family members that have passed away on live TV, then the tribal chief has the right to take away Punk's family on television. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. A line crossed for a line crossed. Look, I want to pause right here because this is exactly the kind of raw, unfiltered insider news the mainstream wrestling outlets are terrified to touch. They don't want to talk about the corporate drama. Now, if you want to support this channel and get the unedited behind-the-scenes leaks the literal second I get them, you need to hit that join button below and become a channel member today. Our members are the absolute backbone of this operation, along with my viewers, my subscribers, and my fans. You get the exclusive badges, the priority comments, the replies, and access to the community tab where I post stuff YouTube won't let me say on video. Hit join right now, support the hustle, and let's get right back into the madness of the WrestleMania 42, AJ Lee, Roman Reigns, and CM Punk, because there's sure as hell a lot more to talk about and get into. But before that, it's Cody Rhodes going to dethrone Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship on Smackdown. It looks like there will be a title change this Friday night on Smackdown, and Cody Rhodes will walk into WrestleMania not as a challenger, but Cody Rhodes will walk in as the undisputed WWE Champion. Roman Reigns shocked by CM Punk. Well, we're going to get more into that Roman Reigns story and that vendetta right here and right now, because we got to talk about the AJ Lee factor, okay? Because we got to stretch the time here with the history. Let's break down why this angle is a $1 million idea and why AJ Lee is the absolute perfect person for this. Roman Reigns has been a lot of things. He's been the big dog. He's been the head of the table. He's been in the Shield with Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins. He has been the unstoppable champion. He has been the tribal chief. He has been the OTC. But we have never, ever seen Roman Reigns completely unhinged and driven by pure vindictive revenge. And keep in mind, Roman Reigns and CM Punk, they absolutely hate each other. Now, if you think about AJ Lee's history in the company, she is not just a manager standing at ringside. She is the Intercontinental Champion of the women's division. She is a legend. She's probably going to be a future Hall of Famer. She has been involved in some of the most intense psychological storylines in WWE history. Go back and look at her work with Kane. Look at her work with John Cena, Daniel Bryan. Hell, look at her work with CM Punk before they were an item. Look at her work with Dolph Ziggler. If anyone on the roster can tell the sheer terror and the psychological warfare of being trapped by the tribal chief, it would be AJ Lee. This pitched angle completely flips the dynamics of WrestleMania 42. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, click the bell for more videos like this. Remember to hype up the video. Now, with the dynamics of WrestleMania 42 being flipped, think about it. CM Punk is no longer the smug, rebellious, hype bomb champion trying to prove he's the best in the world. If Roman Reigns abducts AJ Lee, takes AJ Lee, Punk immediately becomes the desperate husband. He becomes a man who isn't fighting for a belt anymore. He's fighting for his family. It turns a standard wrestling match into a rescue mission. It's cinema, and it is absolute box office cinema. You want to talk about the drama being intensified. You want to talk about fever pitch, viewers, fans, and subscribers. If Triple H and TKO actually greenlight this, if they actually let Roman Reigns pull in the SUV and take AJ Lee, the heat inside the WrestleMania stadium in Las Vegas is going to be deafening. We are hearing rumors this morning that if this angle happens, they might even add a massive stipulation to the main event, as if the world title on the line and the hatred between these two wasn't already enough. Now, if Punk wants his wife safe, he has to put his entire career on the line. Now, this could be one of the stipulations. Could be. Again, card is always subject to change. Or the match becomes a completely unsanctioned, no-holds-barred war where TKO holds no liability for whatever happens in this match. The World Heavyweight Championship almost feels secondary right now. The deadly game has officially been activated on the road to WrestleMania 42. But I need to pass the microphone to my viewers, my fans, and my subscribers. This is the ultimate question for the SeanzViewent Army this morning. If Triple H approves this abduction angle, does it go too far? Is WWE risking a massive PR disaster? And Netflix and TKO, is this exactly the kind of edgy Attitude Era TV we need for the main event of WrestleMania 42? I want a war in the comment section right now. Agree, disagree, for it, against it. I am going to be reading and replying to you guys all afternoon on my break, because there is no break, actually, because I'm going to be going into the next video, the next update. That's why it's so important to click the bell, subscribe, and turn on all notifications. Do not forget to like the video, subscribe, and become a channel member, or donate with a super thanks donation by using your credit card, so you never miss a beat on the road to WrestleMania, because this is only going to escalate. This is only going to dominate. This situation is highly volatile, and the second I hear what TKO decides about the script, I am hitting the record button, and I'm going to do yet another video for the masses, for the viewers, for the fans, and the subscribers. I am SeanzViewent Entertainment, and I will see you in the next video, because without you, there is no Sean's View. Oh, yeah. And again, honestly, really, I'm a big fan. I don't care what you want to say about me. I'm a big fan. You got to understand, when I was growing up, I was a big fan of Brittney Spears. I was. Call me gay, call me slay, call me bae, call me say. I don't care what you want to call me. I listened to her music. I was a fan. Call me gay, hi, bye. I don't care what you want to call me. I am seriously, I met Brittney Spears. I met her. Got her autograph. Hugged her. Thoroughly, very concerned about the welfare and the well-being of Brittney Spears, where she's at, the headspace she's in. I know this isn't about pop culture or music, but this channel does revolve around entertainment. Hell, they call it World Wrestling Entertainment. So I do bring entertainment value to the videos. Again, my thoughts and my prayers, and I hope Brittney Spears can overcome this and come out of this, because for her to be arrested for DUI, it is a very saddening thing, where she could have injured herself, she could have injured somebody else, she could have done both. Brittney Spears, I hope, gets the help that she needs and that she deserves. Again, I know this is wrestling, I know this is WWE, but I had to bring it up, and I just had to bring awareness to the situation. I am very worried. about Britney Spears. I've been following her career. I know she just sold her whole entire music catalog a couple of weeks ago, maybe a month ago, whatever it has been. But it is very, very worrying. Your thoughts, your comments, your emotions. Subscribe.